Dude, we're never going to talk about the music video.
And that's the perfect start to talk about the music videos. All right. We are here with Mr. Josh Rob Thomas.
Hey.
With Mr. Josh Rob Thomas.
Oh, I like the pause.
Yeah.
Josh.
I like that.
Rob Thomas.
Yeah. And, well, I don't think I ever told you this, but when I first got your number, your Instagram was just Oshua. Mm-hmm. And in my mind, that was Oshua. So, unbeknownst to you, I was calling you Oshua for
and that's okay.
For like a month. We had been texting for a while before we ever got up.
Oshua. That was your contact information for me?
My contact name. And like, if I was like talking to homegirl or talking to Hannah, I'd be like, yeah, I got to, 1 second, I'm texting Oshua right now.
How'd you spell it?
Oschua.
Oh, like the way it was.
Like Oshua, but in my mind you were Oshua. And it only made you like way more mysterious too.
I do that with like every Instagram handle. If it's not something, like your name, then I'm pronouncing it whatever I want.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this guy messaged me. I don't know how to say his name every time. But I kind of changed that and went with my name.
I like that.
Because my name is...
It's a good name.
Unforgettable. 3 first names.
It's phenomenal. And the second 2 are Rob Thomas.
And then like you...
Which is whoa. What are you doing?
When did you get here? Yeah, and then it's Rob Thomas. And,
That's so good.
That's my name. I felt like my full middle name is a little too long. Joshua Robert Thomas.
It's longer than the other ones. The middle name, it shouldn't be longer. Maybe it should. Maybe it should be... Josh Robert
Thomas?
I don't have a middle name.
J-Rob? Wait.
I never got one.
What's your full name?
Joseph May. Full stop.
Well, I only know you as Joe May, so your middle name would be...
It's just... My middle name is...
Joe... May.
Well, we are getting here, and today is the day before the Halfway to the Edge music video comes out. And that's going to be coming out tomorrow.
Friday.
Yeah.
So if you guys are here on Thursday... Wait, this probably won't drop
this
today.
This probably come out in like 2 weeks. Okay. You know how bad I am?
So the video will be out.
The video is out if you're watching, viewer.
Yeah, we should just say that.
Well, you got to put them into the context of where we are.
Currently, it's Thursday, and it'll be out tomorrow.
But when you listen to this, it'll be out.
Time traveling.
So I just want to pick your brain a little bit on like how you made it, how you did that, what you were thinking about, what the goals were. Because making videos is new to me. I know this stuff, the music, but you're good with both.
Thanks.
And it's super cool.
Yeah,
so
I enjoy it.
I guess I will like tell a little bit of the story of how I got your number, how we got in touch, and then I just want to kind of like use this as a way to like have you or any cool, like there's so many talented people that worked on this album. Like I was looking at the credits, it was like 23 people overall with like musicians, video, engineering. And like I was like, this is like way too cool for me to just slap my name on this album. Like we gotta like
it's sometimes we gotta chop fun it up. To like show off everyone involved.
Yeah, that's the best.
It's like it's not just you, it's a team.
Yeah.
That feels good. I like that. I like collaborating and working together. Because if it's bad, then it's not just my fault.
Yeah, you get to share the load.
Yeah, exactly. But it's never bad if I'm involved.
Factually. And I got in touch with you because videos you made were never bad. Aww. So I had.
You haven't seen the bad ones.
Oh, you don't share them?
Oh, maybe not.
Nice failed projects.
No,
in the can.
I don't post a lot because I don't post often.
Yeah,
I haven't posted like the last 6 videos I've done. Sorry, guys. I'm busy, and I'm like OCD, and I never know which ones to post. And
then it feels like you're like, I feel like am I prioritizing this one or that one?
Yeah,
I don't like that. But I had been talking to Natalie Carr.
Yeah.
Another talented local musician.
Great friend.
And I was like, I had like seen those videos and I was like, who is doing this? Like, are you like going to like massive shoots in like LA? Like, I thought this was like some shit where there was like 30 people on the credits and like all these cameras and people doing light. And then she was like, oh yeah, just like text Josh. And I was like, oh, tight. And I had been like I had talked to a couple of videographers. I had talked to like 5 different people. And yeah, I did.
Say their names. Who are these? Who are these people that you were talking to, cheating on me?
Not yet.
Before I even knew you.
We hadn't entered into our era of fidelity.
Okay. You hear that, guys?
No.
You know who it is. He DM'd you, so he picked me. Just want to live on that for a minute. Okay.
And that's a wrap. And let's wrap the interview right
He picked me.
And no, dude, it was so good. And I just like liked all the stuff that you were doing about like you could scale it to whatever the idea was going to be. Like we could have like 1 person, 2 people, 3 people, have it be as like crazy or as cool or as simple or as like robust as possible.
Yeah. It comes down to just what is our budget?
Yeah.
What are we working with? Like, can we get a crew of 30 people?
That would be crazy.
But that gets expensive. Or is it a small crew of 3 people, which is what we did?
Yeah. What did we do? We did 3 people for the music video and then 2 for the show. And that worked really well.
Oh, yeah. We're talking about the music video or the show?
A bit of all of it. Mostly the music video, but then we'll get into it.
Yeah. Yeah, and you DM'd me.
Yeah, I slid in.
You slid into my DMs, and you were real cute about it.
I'm a little coy at first, but then we got to working.
We exchanged numbers, and then we went like straight into it. Here's some reference. Oh, guys, did you see that? I'm gonna switch legs. We're playing footsies there for a second. You DM'd, we texted, we were talking about the music video, and you wanted just like a live.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Tell us what you wanted.
Should we? Let's go straight in the video, and then I want to learn a little bit more about like how you learned all this stuff.
Okay.
But the idea that I sent you. So I was sitting in Loopy's, the little cafe on 7th Street, like a year ago, maybe a little more than a year ago, and I had like my doctor's office is like right next to there, and I'd gone out and I was like still off work, and I went in there and I was like, I'm just gonna get lunch, and I was eating some chicken casserole. And The Biggest Part of Me by Ambrosia was playing over the speakers. And I was just like sitting there, I was like, this song rules. Like, this is like what I want to be doing. This is what I want to sound like. And I was like sitting there in the restaurant looking on my phone, like finding videos. And I found that the talk show video that we ended up using is the reference.
Oh, yeah.
So it was a video of Ambrosia on the Merv Griffin show in 1980, I believe. And that's like what I sent to you, and we kind of based a lot of the visuals off of that, and it was so good. I don't know if it was cheesy at the time, but today it comes off so cheesy. Like they're clearly lip syncing. No one's playing their instruments.
Yeah, I'm always curious about that. Was it
like,
cheesy?
I don't know. Like I think like hindsight bias, maybe like
maybe a little cheesiness, but like people kind of like liked that.
I think they liked it. I think that was just like primetime TV. But like clearly no one's playing. David Pack is just lip syncing and swaying the whole time, and then like Merv comes on stage and like interviews all of them at the end, and the whole video is kind of like a little sparkly and glittery, and like the set is. So I came to you with that idea, and I was like also thinking about. And now we're talking about the other one a little more, Ignoring the Feeling. Like the other TV talk shows where they're just clearly lip syncing, like the Beatles on Ed Sullivan or like the Mamas and Papas video.
I love that. Like I've seen like recent bands do that same kind of thing where it's like, we're obviously not playing and leaning into that.
Totally.
But what we did was mixed it a little bit. We had some serious takes.
And kind of devolved into...
and what Ignoring the Feeling is the one we did that on?
Yeah.
And it slowly fell apart, whereas like you're really obviously not playing anything, and you're just like hitting one key
just, like, playing
for the solo.
That exact keyboard with just like 2 fingers on each side. And
it was like a battle of figuring out how much of that.
Yeah.
Because at a certain point, and then it's just like, it's dumb.
So what did we do? We shot like 2 full takes of serious and then 2 full takes of like completely ridiculous. And I thought some of the guys in the band went like too over the top on some of the unserious takes, and then we had to like pull it back a little bit. Like at one point, Logan was like swinging his hands in the air and like hitting the side of the bongos, and I was like, I want to find like the middle ground where we're like pretending. You gotta
go all the way, guys. So a little like tip: go all the way and then bring it back, rather than like slowly, just go 100%. See how 100% looks, then dial it back. That's my note on anything creative.
I like that.
Like write a terrible song.
Yeah.
Or like go 100% into like
and then strip it back,
and then bring it back.
I like that.
Yeah,
I do that with like production stuff.
Yeah.
If I get like a cool effect or I'm like mixing with the outboard stuff, I'll just put it to 100.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what does that sound like? And then like
It's good
make
to
the
know.
decision there and then like pull it back a little bit.
Maybe I'm just a little chaotic because I'd rather
No, but that's
do
the best
that
part.
instead.
That's the best part.
I'd rather someone tell me to dial it back than to be like, oh, this is all right. And they don't really know what it's missing. I'm going to give them everything that's missing.
Yeah.
And maybe extra.
I like that. I think that's why I like making the videos with you.
Oh.
Because I like that as well. Because I'm like really structured and a little neurotic, a lot of neurotic, and like pushing it. But then once we get out of like the planning phase, I just like want to just like launch it.
I love the launch and just doing it.
Yeah, just set up, get people in a room, and just see what happens.
I love that element of anything creative. Just like, we got a general idea, let's go for it. That's probably why, like, if we had like producers and extra people, then we can get extra structured. And really like fine tune that kind of stuff. But when it's like run and gun, smaller crew, I'm so into just leaning into just.
But you also had like the shot list.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, we had of course. I'm never showing up without a shot list.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know.
There's a good balance.
We didn't follow it like to a T.
Yeah.
But like followed it to what kind of felt right in the moment.
Totally. Should we talk a little bit about Ed? Bringing Ed onto the set.
Man, I loved Ed.
He's so good.
Yeah.
So that's Annie, Ben's girlfriend. That's Annie's dad.
Okay.
That came, and he played the role of Merv Griffin. Yeah. And then he came to the show too and introduced us to the show.
Yes.
And
I didn't know that was gonna happen. I was like, well, I gotta film him.
Well, I had did I not tell you about that?
Maybe I forgot.
Yeah, it's all good. But we got it though.
Yeah.
It was great. And so Ed was playing the role of Merv Griffin and like introducing the band and came on stage and we had to like, he was just hyping us up. And the whole Thomas family came. They were all like drinking wine, hanging out while we hunted for cigarettes for the set.
Thomas family, not me.
Ooh, true.
Yeah, so not related.
Might be.
We own Thomas Bagels.
Do I know that?
Isn't that a brand of bagels?
Really? That's pretty cool. I like bagels. I'm Jewish.
If it is true, put the logo of Thomas Bagels right here.
If it's not true, you'll just be seeing.
If it's not true, then this won't make it.
You'll just be seeing his face.
You'll just be seeing me.
I
loved Ed.
That in.
Ed was so good. He's not an actor, is he?
He has done a lot of acting. He's done a lot of acting, emceeing, all that stuff. Like not professionally, but I know that Annie said that he's like loved taking on projects or getting involved in like productions his whole life. So it was perfect because I'd been like asking around looking for stuff, and
he was funny.
He was just perfect. He was stoked.
He had that southern,
so good,
little southern twang in there. He said, hey,
"What was the word?
The month of Mondays."
Wait, what did he?
Joe May.
No, I liked. He said we're privileged to have Joe May.
Yeah,
and I thought he said we were previous to have.
We are previous.
It was so good.
I thought
came
he was
over to your
previous
house
too.
No, I came over to your house. I was like, "But what is he saying?"
How did we figure that out?
I think we just played it back like 5 times.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, you know what he's saying?
He's privileged.
We are privileged."
Yeah,
and it just turned into privilege.
It's so good, dude.
Privilege.
With the cig just burning in the music. I'm just stoked on how they came out.
Yeah, I liked it. And I liked how we did it all there.
Yeah.
Because we were going to rent like another place and do like the host.
It got so expensive.
Yeah.
It started adding up real quick.
Because we spent the extra expense on doing the infomercials.
Yeah.
Because we talked about it. We played with that idea.
Yeah.
And then we did it. I'm glad we did because that added so just like the host.
I want to do more of that.
The show, the host, commercials. It felt like a whole
It felt like cable
segment.
TV.
Yeah.
But like public access TV, kind of like Tim and Eric-y infomercials.
Tim and Eric was a big influence, guys.
Yeah.
We
the best.
Yeah, just like the suit and tie.
Edge Tech by Cinco.
Yeah. Like it's just timeless. Like that'll never be not funny. It's just classic stuff.
Yeah.
The Tim and Eric infomercials. Yeah.
Same with like grew up with them.
Remember when who are those 2 guys that did the podcast? I mean, that's a lot of guys, actually.
That's a lot of guys. There's an epidemic of dudes doing podcasts right now. Hence.
They do Good Morning Mythical.
I have no idea what this is.
But they used to do like bad commercials on purpose. They did butt drugs.
Dude, I don't know. This
You
is
don't
a
know?
whole category of stuff I'm going to have to get into.
I forget their names. Oh, Rhett and Link.
Oh, yeah. I know. I don't really know their stuff. My sister is obsessed with them.
They've been doing it for a while.
She knows like all their, she's like watches their
you?
YouTube video. I'm 29.
Yeah, maybe that's why. You're a little younger.
Okay.
And they were like YouTube era.
My sister's 26 and she like is obsessed.
Whoa, she's 20 younger? She knows?
Yeah,
They've been
she's
around for a
obsessed.
while now. Like
She's
like
deep on the
years.
YouTube.
That makes sense because they're like a big YouTube.
Yeah.
But they were also slight influence for me because they did like goofy commercials. And the same with Tim and Eric.
It's just so good, dude.
Yeah.
And that big brown jacket that was way too big for me. My hair was just so long. It was just all of it was so good. I do want to make an album infomercial. I want to scheme with you on that.
An album.
Like selling the album. If you like the sounds of this, like you're sure to love Mild Adversity and Shallow Heartbreaks.
Buy it on like $19.99.
I will drop the vinyl off at your door if you mail this box tops to this address.
5,000 box tops and this
And you'll get this
complete
LP.
set can be yours.
Or sub it for an encyclopedia.
A CD-ROM encyclopedia Encarta can be yours. Do you remember that?
No.
It was a CD-ROM encyclopedia.
Like a
I guess
digital-
I'll talk to them now. You guys know? Remember it was Encarta? You don't remember Encarta?
No. I remember that the
You
craze
remember
of
a CD-ROM?
yeah,
It's like this.
Yeah.
And it shines. It's
Yeah.
bright. There's a hole in the middle. And then you press a button and you put it in your computer.
Yes.
Yeah.
CDs.
CD-ROM.
Okay.
And it would be like an encyclopedia.
Sick. I don't remember those.
And it had a really sick theme song, if anybody knows.
Does it? I'm going to overdub it. I should have hooked up my computer to be able to record into the recording.
Jamie, pull that up.
Young Jamie, please.
Cut this out. Guys, cut.
Are you cutting? Oh, no. Now we're going to get copyright claimed.
Guys, cut this out.
Wait, do it into the mic.
You don't understand. Willie was a salesman.
Okay.
It would like fly through this museum,
Yeah.
but this is not.
I'm not privy.
It's
I think
okay,
my
man.
brain lapses out from like box tops and then it jumps straight to AOL and then I have like nothing in between.
Oh wait, guys, I think I'm getting confused with Eyewitness. I'm getting confused with this.
The news intro? No, not. I remember this.
What was this?
I remember this
was
one.
what I'm
this
talking
one
about.
is good.
This is not Encarta. But this is this is what I'm talking about.
I need it to sound like a feudalistic spaceship or else I am out. Like,
I need to be stimulated.
yeah.
Sorry, guys.
We need to make more of that tea. Take it the other way.
You need more tea?
I'm good. I got some. All right, so
I'm sorry, man. You know who you're interviewing right now? I'm like Josh
Dude,
Derail Thomas.
this is perfect. It's great.
Just like steer me back to whatever you want to talk about. You could just
Let's
ignore
talk
what
about
I said.
your influences.
My influences.
Yeah. So,
Me.
dude, that's amazing.
Just kidding. Wow. Cut that out.
That's amazing.
I'm not like that. My influences?
Yeah, so
I
we
guess-
were talking about like the commercials. So what about like the shooting? So we'll get a little bit into like the technical of like how we shot it, but like how did you learn all of this stuff? Because to me, audio is like has taken me years to learn, and video is just 30 times harder. How did you get into video world, or at least like get into it at this level? Because this stuff is crazy.
It's a
good.
tough question.
Yeah,
Because it's so gradual, you know?
you just do it.
It started with photo because photo was
Really?
easy. You have a
Okay.
photo camera, you just take pictures,
Yeah.
and then you learn to just like. Well, I learned to frame shots.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like cinematography, director of photography. You
Yeah.
learn to like frame your shots, use the lighting, and I don't know, you get an ear with music, you get an eye with visuals. So like over time, you start to see things in a way that's like, oh, how could this look the best in a photo? And then the photo, I started doing like skate videos.
Nice.
I'd film myself
Same.
skateboarding.
I have so many still on YouTube.
Wait, yours are on YouTube?
Oh, it's total. I'll show you them after.
All right, we'll put them up right here.
Next to the Thomas Bagels logo.
That was a sick grind. All right. And I think from skate, there's just like a big gap in my brain there.
Were you already playing?
I was playing drum. Oh, yeah, I just started playing drum. Yes.
Did it start in your bands?
Yeah, you're right. He knows more about me.
Yeah.
I was in a band. I bought a camera, a video camera. I was like, I'm going to shoot our music video. And I did. And it was terrible.
What was the band?
Video. I don't know if I want to say the name of the band.
Because we'll find it.
It was a girl-fronted band in Charlotte.
Okay.
Not good. Don't recommend looking it up. But I did the video, and it was really bad. But it was a good experience. And then I started doing music videos for other bands that like knew our band. And then like 10 years goes by, and I've upgraded cameras.
You got a crazy nice, cool camera.
Yeah, and then you upgrade a camera again, and then you learn from all these mistakes. And then I met Joe May, and then I got here, and he wanted me to do a live video.
Yeah.
And specifically, influence for this was Martin Scorsese.
This right here?
No.
The live show?
The live show.
Okay.
Have you seen Martin Scorsese's
The Last Waltz?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was hoping you know.
Very, very controversial film, actually.
Really?
Very controversial.
Tell me about that.
You don't know about all the controversy of The Last Waltz?
Let's hear about the controversy.
Well, let's skip over Neil Young's Coke Rock. Let's just glaze right over that one.
Visually, The Last Waltz. How about that?
Oh, it's the best.
Like, I
should have had Robbie's like red shawl.
Yeah.
But problematic character.
I don't know. I've always just liked, even like, I think Nirvana, 1998, 1999 did a live show recording. Love it. Like, it's just like, it's all film.
Okay, I want to pick your brain on this.
Yeah.
You're talking about Nirvana, and it gets me thinking about MTV Unplugged.
Oh my gosh. Like the live AOL sessions?
Yeah, the MTV Unplugged, there's the Alice in Chains one, there's the Nirvana one, like all like the 90s TV primetime live shows.
I love them. I will go back and listen to the 2000s ones.
And I have this theory right now, and I think I talked about this with Cole the other day too. Like, Instagram has ruined music because it's forced everyone into like the relatable thing, and the relatable thing has forced everyone into NPR Tiny Desk world of videos of just like, I'm just a normal person at this tiny desk playing music. But I think some artists should go back to the unplugged thing where it's like, this person is surrounded by 1,000 candles and they've been summoned here by a seance and no one knows if they are alive or like, there's like a mystery to that I think was cool. Maybe I just think production value is good and we shouldn't just strip everything down. But I like
Speaking of the mystery level, I feel like bands have lost that nowadays. I remember liking like certain musicians.
Yeah.
It could be social media. Social media wasn't big 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So your band could be mysterious. You could like have no presence online and that's okay.
I don't want everyone to know
now it's like
the bagels that we had on the way to getting in the van and like.
But now it's like, oh, you're my top listener on Spotify, so I'm sending you a personal message. Here's me talking to you in my bedroom with my hat on and just like,
hey baby.
Yeah, it's like there's no mystery. It's just like, here I am on my iPhone.
Yeah, I hate it.
Which is like cool, relatable. We're all humans, but I do miss that.
The mystery, dude. Yeah.
Who's behind the mask? Who's MF Doom?
Oh, rip.
You know, like who's Gorillaz? Who's Sia?
Yeah.
That's more recent though.
Yeah.
And we know what she looks like now.
The Gorillaz one really messed me up as a kid. I was like, this is one guy?
Are they animated in real life?
Yeah. It's like, yo, does he look like that?
Like the band Gwar? Slipknot?
So good. I saw Gwar in 8th grade.
Mudvayne?
My dad took us to see Gwar. They're so good.
They're wearing like, hey guys, they're wearing like Ninja Turtle villain
it's so
costumes.
Good, dude. And they like, with a broadsword sodomized an effigy of both Obama and Michael Jackson on stage, and I was 13, and my dad was in the bleacher, and like they started this like
13?
Broadsword going up, and then they like sprayed raw meat all over us in the front row.
Real
Oh, yeah.
Real raw meat?
And raw meat. And my dad was like up in the bleachers with my buddy Everett's dad, and they were looking down on us. We get in the car, and they're like, "What did we do?"
What did you expect?
Those are some punk rock dads. They were cool with it. We just rolled with it and laughed about it.
Funny. Yeah, I guess you weren't raised in a Christian home.
No.
I was. So I would not be singing Guar at 13. I was singing a Christian rock band at like Carowinds.
Yeah.
Are you from
scary.
Charlotte?
Brazil.
All right. I'm not as cool as this guy. Well, I'm from South Carolina.
And then Georgia.
Oh,
and
that's
then
cool.
Virginia. And then Raleigh.
And now Charlotte.
Yep.
Cool.
This is home now.
That's good. All families here?
In Raleigh.
Raleigh.
Yep.
I have family in Raleigh too.
Let's go to, I want to keep talking about
sorry.
influences in your video.
I like to talk about things that are not related to video. Sorry.
We can just screw off for the rest of the time. You want to talk about the props and not get into video?
No, we can talk about it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Everything I say is sarcastic as well.
And it's beautiful.
What? Just lead me.
And this is the creative process right here.
Lead me into the direction you want.
Let's keep talking about you getting into videos. So let's talk about, I want to know more about like the gear that you're drawn to. Because I know when we shot it, you had all these like cool zoom lenses and stuff like that. And you were doing a lot of the effects in filters. So like, how'd you get into that? How'd you get into like the practical, physical? What are the things that you're like drawn to?
I think the first time I was drawn to that, I saw some like prism work.
Okay,
like a piece of glass to put in front of the lens. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is sick.
My buddy Grayson always takes like a CD to shows.
Yeah. Kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
And that was like 10 years ago. I did prisms and I was like, this is top tier, coolest thing you could put in front of your camera.
Floyd is going to love this.
Yeah. Yeah, I always liked in-camera effects.
True.
So you don't have to do it in post.
It's the same. That's why I use all the analog gear.
Yes.
Because
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to spend, I mean, you've seen it's taken me 2 months to mix this show and get it back to you. But when we record in here, I'm just like, I do the EQ in real time, I compress it in real time.
Baked in.
And then by the time we track it, we were confident enough to think that's the sound, and then we roll with it.
It's kind of like
I don't want to do the work.
cooking, just like boiling a chicken breast.
Now, who's going to do that?
With no seasoning. And then putting all of the seasoning on in post.
Jail.
Once it's on the plate, then you season it.
Jail.
That's kind of what people do nowadays with video.
You got to adobo that thing before you
Yeah.
put it on the skillet.
And like
Yeah.
shooting in film or using filters or using vintage lenses gives that baked in look.
And tell me about the vintage lenses.
I got this like TV zoom lens. It's for
And
like
that's the one with like the little, you were like using it like that? Yeah, that's what it is.
it's got like a zoom. Like you
Yeah.
could whip zoom or crack
That's what
zoom.
it was.
So there's a lot of zooming and I love that.
And halfway to the edge, there's a lot of zooms. Because every time we go quiet, you would just like, what?
It's kind of like movement without having to pick the
Yeah.
camera up.
Yeah.
Because I love moving the camera around physically.
And you did a lot of that too in like Ben and Jake's solos. You were like at their feet and like
Yeah.
moving it.
You saw me running
Yeah.
around. I look like a goofball.
But it's so cool because like I don't do any, like I have no knowledge of that stuff. But I saw you doing it. I was like, this is going to be cool. Because every time we play, I just set up GoPros. And then I try to edit it and I'm like, why is this boring?
like for this right here,
Yeah.
that's fine. You don't want
It's
to
great.
think about what the camera's doing. You want to
Yeah.
think about what we're doing.
Totally.
Music video, shredding, it's kind of a mix of both. It's like art.
Yeah.
So you kind of want to like dance with it a little bit.
Yeah.
Unless you're going berserk, then you don't need to go too crazy. Because you know what I mean?
True.
Like you kind of have to
Well,
balance.
I feel like rather than going berserk, like there was a lot of like little visual fun things all over. So like there's the outfits going on. Like I think about the microphone. So like that microphone that I was singing into, like I never perform with that thing, but that is like it's the Beatles mic. It's like the D19 style mic. So like that's the mic that like McCartney used. That's the mic that like Ringo would use on his drum kit. So like I was like me singing into it's a fake one, but it still looks like it.
It's
like that's a little head nod to it, or the little like we had those fake Japanese. They weren't fake; they're just broken. I found these old Japanese mics from the '70s on eBay for like $15, and Ben and Jeremy are singing into them.
It's the little things.
I did find out one of them passes signal though.
Really?
And it's like super. It's got no high end and no low end. It's really cool. I'm gonna start using it on like the bottom of a snare.
This shape?
Yeah. But it would be like really cool on drum kit just to get like snap and like none of the snares.
Yeah. So with like stuff like visually, like props and stuff, then with like the vintage zoom lens, it has weird characteristics with like chromatic abrasion and out of focus areas.
And what is chromatic abrasion?
It's like contrasty areas will create like a magenta or like a blue hue.
Oh, that's cool.
Kind of like maybe like your glasses might do that.
Yeah.
Just sort of like light
like a little lens flare, or like the prismatic.
Yeah,
essence.
It's creating like a prism almost.
That's cool.
And it's a cool characteristic that you wouldn't get in like a perfect
Okay.
RE lens.
How did you do like the light flares? Was that with a filter?
Really? It's literally a filter with like a grid scratch marks on it. So whenever light hits it, like if you like scratched your camera lens, that scratch would cause the light. You know when you get like a chicken grease on your camera and it has like a streak?
Yeah, and it gets that like kind of like looks like oil floating in water a little bit. Maybe we're talking about a different thing. But I like it because then it doesn't do it on like my face, or like when you zoom in on like Logan playing drums, it won't do anything, but occasionally it'll like catch the hardware, like the cymbal,
the highlights.
It's so good.
So anything,
the highlights, got it.
Anything like flaring.
Yeah,
because like the grid on the filter on front of the lens is kind of like transparent. Okay, but when light goes through it, it kind of like, I don't know the technical words.
That's so good.
It kind of like scatters the light in a star shape.
It's so good.
Is that how filters work? You guys correct me. But you could put like a rubber band in front of it. You could do like...
It was good. We also had the disco ball.
The disco ball? He bought a disco ball that's this big? Or did you buy it?
I bought it. Did you see it in the living room?
It's about this big.
I hung it up in the living room.
I didn't even see it, guys.
It's above your head, and I hung it up, and then I've hidden like the little disco pin lights all over the living room.
You should have turned it on when I got here.
We can do it right now. We can in the interview and go just disco party.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes Hannah and I will just be in here and we'll just do like disco dinner, and I'll just like throw some music on the speakers, and we'll just cook dinner with just disco lights going. Dude, it is good.
I love music, guys.
And I think that thing, it qualified as a business expense because of the video.
Dude,
so
everything is a business expense.
Yeah.
Just tell you that right now.
This is not tax advice.
Business expense. If this knob broke, a replacement knob would be a business expense.
Well, certainly.
This is my uniform for work. So anything I purchase is business expense.
Oh, damn. You're taking it to a level.
Yeah, right? This is my uniform.
Yeah.
Guys, follow for more
not tax tips.
Tax tips.
Shit, he said it. My buddy Sarosh the other day was like, dude, put a sticker of your band on your bike and then like ride it to go meet a booking agent. And then now you have a branded vehicle. I mean, wow, that's
everything in this house, even your portion of your rent. Because this room is...
I already do that.
That room is...
Yeah. X% of the square foot.
Internet, Wi-Fi. Guys, we know how to get expenses.
Dude, I have been thinking about like making like a little meetup of like all like Charlotte musicians, be like, you guys got to be scheming on like becoming a business and not just playing music. Because like there are so many musicians in this town that are so good, so much better in my mind than the little goofy stuff that I like doing.
Guys, it's not goofy. This stuff's good.
But I feel like I just want to like be there and help people with like, hey, you got to like market this, and like also you don't have to pay for advertisements if you make money on a show and they cancel out. Like you can.
So you could be like a financial advisor for like.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to make money off it.
I just want to help. Wanted to do it.
I just want to like get a little club going and brainstorm so that like people can like, because then like bands got to uplift each other. So like it's already happening where like some artists are doing really good, and then like they'll bring another band on the bill, and then they'll do this, and then people will do stuff together, and I like that. And that's like kind of what I want to do with this long form interview series, not a podcast.
You said it. I would never said this was the P word.
What?
This is a long form.
What
are you calling it?
Again? Long form interview series.
Long form interview.
But that's what I want to do. Like it's like I said, all these cool people worked on this, and like that's why we're starting here, because it's just telling the stories of the cool locals.
The live show.
Let's talk about the live show.
The live show was fun. The energy was insane.
And how did that many people come to that?
So many people.
I don't know that many people.
You didn't know that? I asked a lot of people because
Really?
I was like trying to get in front a lot of the times. I was like, "Oh, do you know Joe May?" And they're like, "No."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, okay." I was gonna say I'm filming it, so I'm just gonna be in your way for a second.
I don't know how that happened.
There's a lot of people. One guy got mad at me
people.
too.
There's 400 people at that show.
Did I tell you?
Crazy.
Did I tell you that?
No.
I was filming on the side,
Okay.
not in front of anybody.
Yeah,
And this
yeah.
one guy was like, "Hey, man," he kind of sounded like that. He was like,
Really?
"Hey, man, you're really annoying." I was like, "Do you know Joe May?" Because I was like, he's paying me to be here to film this. Like, I'm technically part of the band. I'm part
Yeah.
of the whole show experience. But he was like, "You're being really annoying."
Dude.
I'm like, "I'm trying to get the shot, dude."
telling a stranger they're annoying
Yeah.
is clearly does not lack any communication or directness skills.
He was just standing like this, and there was like 6 feet between us because it was on the side.
I'm gonna start like driving down the road, and like there'll be like like a crossing attendant at like I drive past Bojangles Coliseum all the time, and there's always a guy like letting people cross, roll windows, and be like, "Hey man, you're just being really annoying."
You're being really annoying right now, man. I'm trying to go to work. You're just in my way. Yeah, I felt like I'm trying to watch this show, man.
Yeah,
What are you doing with your little camcorder?
it's so outrageous.
He was Southern, and I'm
but
from
the
the
shots
South.
were so good. So then, what'd y'all do? Like, what Hayden was filming from
So we
a
had
tripod.
Hayden and
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
That was it. And then we had 4 GoPros on stage. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
And then I knocked one of them a little bit. So like the GoPro that was on me I was doing the no forehead thing.
You know what? I looked back at the footage and I moved it down. It's
really?
my fault.
Dude,
Because I framed it based on where the mic was and not thinking your head was above it. And I was like, "Oh no." Because I watched the footage and I was like, it looks good. And then I moved it down. It did get like I think all the cameras did get pushed a little bit.
Yeah, they always do. We had one show with my old band Pluto Gang, and we had like just gotten the GoPros. And it was like a big deal. It was like our first band business expense. We needed it. We were like, we got to start filming these shows because we figured out how to record them. Like we had just started doing all this, and we set one up on Brennan. He was our lead singer, so he was always like front and center. But we were playing at a brewery, so there was like nowhere to put the mic or the camera in front of him. And it just got like, it was already a bit like up and under him, hitting that like chin view, and it got knocked. And it just filmed his chest for the entire show. And the problem
That's
was
so funny, though.
it was like one of the best sets we had played. And there was like a huge crowd. And we were sitting there like, and we played so good. And we're listening to the audio, and we're like, this is really, it's still up on YouTube. I'll send you the link.
Did you ever use that angle?
Yeah, we only had 3 GoPros, so we used the angle and we like put the show up on YouTube. And every time it like came up on the screen, we put like text up on the video. It was like, "Yeah, we're sorry, but also if you knock this camera over, we hate you."
That popped up?
Yeah,
That's good. That's good.
It was like, "Dear person that knocked the camera over," like
You got to blame somebody. It wasn't you.
Oh, it was definitely
Everyone's
us.
got to know it wasn't
But
you.
we created a villain, and that's how we brought our community
This
together.
drunk guy named Kyle knocked the.
Dude, I think that's gonna be the next step for if we shoot more music videos. Let's create a villain. Not
Kyle
in
was
the
at the
video,
show again.
but in the production of the video, be like, we got this done, even with all the obstacles we had to overcome.
Like in the thanks on your album, it says no thanks
Yeah.
to the album villain.
No thanks to drunk Southern Kyle. We did this without you.
Thanks for nothing.
It's so good. But the show audio was sick. And we recorded the whole thing. We like multi-tracked it. And that ruled. So how do you
good.
how do you edit all this stuff? Let's talk about that. Like editing the videos, editing the multi-tracks.
I'm glad you asked.
Like, do you like put it into like a multicam and then like click through, or are you like watching all of it and selecting
more chaotic than
what
that.
goes?
I'm
Really?
Mr. Chaos mode.
Okay.
So I mean, similar, kind of like the last one you did or said. Audio on the bottom. I put every clip, GoPro.
Yeah.
My cam, which was just handheld. I just ran around and got artsy shots.
Yeah.
And then Hayden on the bottom, because his was like the best shot, the hero shot. Because he was
it's just reliable.
in the crowd, reliable, zooming in and out.
Yep.
Whoever's soloing. And then I honestly just went between me and him because those are the best ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it was like, I'm like running to a different angle, or Hayden zoomed in too close, or it was out of focus, I would go to GoPro,
Nice.
back to me.
And
just,
you're literally just blocking out everything that doesn't get in, and just like it's just all on the
I would
grid.
like, so if this is the clip, I would like cut, enable, cut, disable. And then underneath it,
I don't
enable.
ever do
So
that.
the whole thing was there. I just enabled, disabled, just in case you didn't like a spot.
That sounds like a lot of work.
No, it wasn't really.
It's not?
No. It took me like
That's awesome.
one day.
Really?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It literally took me like a full work day. It took me like
That's so
multiple
cool.
days, but like
Yeah.
a full work day. Because it's straightforward. Like a music
Yeah.
video, you're like, do I use this or that? Or
Yeah.
should I go this direction? But like a live
The
show
show, you
is just kind of like, this is a better angle.
When we're filming the shows, I like put everything on like a multicam, but then it sucks because I have to like render and re-render all the chapterized files, and then I just sit there and I'm like, camera 1, camera 2, and I just watch it in real time, and then by the time I hit the end, I'm done. But it's a functional and
do you have like
not
an
pretty.
ATEM or did you just do it on your keyboard?
I just do it on my keyboard.
I could have done that.
Yeah,
I think I'm just so used to like
it's
brute force of
I
like
like that.
getting like all my fingers in there. I like clicking
Yeah.
around and cutting. And,
I like that.
and that's just what I prefer. And then I think the most challenging part for me was the GoPro footage because it kind of looked like shit.
Yeah, and then you got to get the
'Cause it's
colors
GoPro.
all set up.
So I had to do a lot of like color transform
Okay.
from the GoPro Rec 709 to like
Oh, true.
I was working in like DaVinci wide gamut back to Rec 709 to make it match the red camera and the Blackmagic camera. So I'm working on like 3 different looks.
Totally.
So it was a little difficult, but once I
But then
got
you
it,
can, like apply it to the whole thing.
yeah,
right?
and then I just did
Nice.
like one
yeah.
thing for all the GoPros, one thing for my camera, one thing for
That's cool.
the Blackmagic.
All
Done.
I ever do is just go in DaVinci Resolve and I just change the curve a little bit.
I mean,
And
that's the start.
always been enough for me.
Contrast curve,
Yeah.
primaries, offset,
You're losing me now. That's
gain,
getting a little too crazy
gamma
for me.
gain, lift.
Yes.
Lift is shadows.
I got DaVinci Resolve though, and that's helped. I'll be learning.
Guys, delete Premiere Pro right now because you're paying monthly on that shit.
Oh yeah.
DaVinci Resolve, one-time purchase. You
Yeah.
have it. You own it forever. Or a free download. There's a free version.
I use the free version.
And if you buy a Blackmagic camera, you get a free
Do you
studio
really?
download. Yeah.
That's cool.
So
They're
no
expensive,
hate
though.
on Adobe, but Adobe, you do better. Adobe do better.
Yeah. Adobe not doing too good.
Because it takes me back to like back in the day where you could buy Photoshop and then you owned it.
Yeah.
And I miss that. Everything's subscription now.
Yeah, and then
that kills me.
even now, I think a lot of people's like licenses didn't get grandfathered in or something.
Yeah,
I think Pro
something
Tools
like
does that. Like if you have the perpetual, you don't get the upgrades.
Upgrading sucks because you can't even update your computer software because none
Oh,
of the plugins
dude, I
are
just
gonna
had to do the
work.
whole thing of switching to like the new M2 MacBooks, and then like none of my plugins
No,
worked.
Nothing, dude.
It destroyed everything, and my old album was like on my old computer, so like I had to like wait till the whole thing was done, and I was like
Yes.
burning.
I know. I
I was pushing that computer way
I
too
know
hard.
that feeling.
And then last year, I was like, it's finally time. Mm-hmm. It sucked. It took like a week to even like start getting able to work again.
Do you? We can off camera. Do you torrent any of your plugins?
I do not. I'm afraid to.
Oh, okay. Because like torrenting them and then upgrading is like impossible to
Yeah.
carry that
I
over.
don't want. It's scary.
And even just buying, like, I don't know. I haven't done like audio stuff in a while.
I still have my Ableton license from 2012 when my mom got it for me for my high school graduation gift,
You making,
2013.
like, beats and stuff.
Dude, I still got a lot of beats on SoundCloud from
Guess what I
2010s.
used? My first music program.
Audacity,
No,
a 4-track tape machine.
Fruity Loops, baby.
Oh, nice.
It was like
I've never used Fruity Loops. I like watching. There's a guy on TikTok
And
who
it was
does
just that for like
he
an
does
hour.
like Fruity Loops speed runs, like how quickly can he make the
Yes,
Soldier
I've
Boy
seen
beat?
that.
And he's like he'll make Soldier Boy in 10 seconds. So he does it in double time. He like speeds it up to like 500 BPM. He's like ping boom ping ping ding ding ding, and then he goes back and it's like plays it back at normal speed. And it's the Soldier Boy beat. He's like new record, and I'm like sitting. I'm like, oh man, new record. Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know what the point of that is, but it's cool.
And I'm happy he does it.
That's cool stuff. But I love Fruity Loops.
Yeah.
There were some really cool features in there that I liked.
So we talked about the videos. What else are you working on around town? I know you've been doing a lot of stuff with Allie lately.
Allie, she got a lot of stuff. Nothing in the works currently.
Yeah.
We're trying to do some live sessions, but it's hard to get the boys, her band, together.
With your band?
With what?
With your band or with
No,
bringing
with
in any
her
band?
boys and her.
Oh, wait, we were talking about doing something here. She was texting me about it. In May, maybe now?
Yeah, we keep pushing it because everyone's busy.
Yeah. I should pick your brain while you're here on, like, because the lighting is tough in that back room. And that was one of the
have to
things
charge
she was like, I could record it, but the lighting's not good.
You could record it? You trying to take my job?
I'd record the audio.
Oh, okay.
And then,
But
like,
why do you need lighting if you're recording audio?
because you'd be doing the video.
Okay, good. That's what I wanted to hear, baby.
I told you, we're in our period of fidelity now. There's,
Good.
I don't know if that word works that way in English, but it's perfect in Portuguese.
You know, I'm just going with the flow here. I'm a go flow kind of guy. I'm just going to say yes to whatever you say.
Perfect. So with that, let's cut to our commercial break. This episode is brought to you guys by EdgeTech. EdgeTech, introducing the first wearable device that keeps you in the sweet spot of focus, no matter who's around.
Got to memorize. I listened to it so many times.
Really? Yeah.
That's some good tea. So,
It's good tea?
The commercial's not over yet.
The commercials are not over. That tea is brought to you by Ignorex.
I've been ignoring my ex because of this headband. What if I talk like a Southern boy? A little bit of sass in my
I think
Southern.
we're going to have to restart the whole thing and run it back in a Southern accent. I'm trying to think of, I had a list here of things. And I'm trying to think of anything else from the video that we didn't cover yet. We talked about the lenses. We talked about the mics. We talked about the outfits.
Do you mean give you like the exact model name of my lens? Is that like, do you want to go that technical?
Not really.
Okay.
Nah. I think we're okay. So I'll wrap with like the big takeaway that I had.
Okay.
And I think
So
we're
a
probably
good closure on it.
Yeah.
Cut this out.
No, I mean we'll leave it in.
This part?
Yeah, authentic. We'll sub Tiny Desk in behind us.
What would I have to say for you to cut it out?
There's a couple words. Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
not
but-
saying those. Unless you want me to.
I don't. I really don't.
Guys, he's got a gun on me right now.
I'm the one
That's
with my
not, it's
hands
different
up.
footage, I swear.
As he cuts in footage of him holding his hands up. No, the coolest thing about the whole videos, like, I have tried to make music videos in the past. I've like filmed bands. I've filmed my band. I've done it simply. I've brought people on to film us, and I have never really felt like that it fully like captured what I wanted. It was always like I felt like it was weird or I wasn't comfortable seeing myself. And a lot of that is like internal too. But this really like changed my whole experience with videos. Like, one, working with you was fun and we were like goofing and having fun. That's huge. But also I think the biggest thing I realized was like we did it right in the room. So like I wasn't expecting that like we'd like film something simple and then I'd get it back and it would be like, oh my God, this is magical. We like we dressed everybody. We booked a theater with like the best backgrounds. We had Ed come and physically, you know, be the TV host and introduce everyone. We had like people wearing interesting instruments. Everyone had jewelry. We had the era specific microphones. And then you just compounded all of that. I think that was like the biggest thing I learned was like the good video starts with like good setting and like the idea, like us going back and forth on like what the video is going to be. And I'd never done that. And I guess it's the same with audio where, you know what, the song has to be good. Doesn't matter how you mix it. But you really like ushered me into this world of like, how are we going to capture it the right way?
I think you said that amazingly, because a lot of the times people think they can just like set a camera up with whatever lighting and just like, oh, it's me, like I'm gonna bring the vibe. But like when you do that, I always say it's like trying to polish a turd.
Yeah.
You're working with like not good video. You're not working with not good audio, and you're trying to polish something that's never gonna be what you want it to be.
Yep.
So you have to start with the props. You got to start with the location. You got to start with like all that stuff matters, and it all adds up.
Yeah.
And
it's so good.
Yeah, all of that stuff adds up. And
Have you seen
important.
the Bop video from DaBaby?
Bop?
Yeah.
Is it like newer?
No, must have been like 5 years ago. That blew my mind. I mean, there's 300 people in that music video.
Maybe I've seen it.
And there's dancers coming in and out of the shots. And
can you sing it?
Like the Jabberwockies come in and out. I will not be attempting to sing DaBaby in his city. We are in Charlotte, man. He's like, someone's singing my track.
Bop.
I need some shit with some bop in it. Something like that.
I need some shit with some bop in it.
Yeah, that's the hook. The video rules.
Thanks, man.
I don't know. If you're watching this, the Halfway to the Edge music video is out. Thanks to this guru.
Do you want me to say something? Thank you. Thanks. And I shot it. And I actually filmed it with Hayden.
Yes. And
Nicole.
boom.
Both on camera. Both assisting with lighting.
Yep.
We also had a light guy. We never shouted him out. The visual light
True.
tech guy. He kind of was doing lights.
Yeah.
So
And Chris was doing sound too.
4-person team.
Yeah.
And 5. We had
Yeah.
another guy, Chris, doing what?
Chris was doing sound too, like running the playback for us.
You guys hear that? 5 people worked on this.
And also 9 actors.
If we want to include the actors, I'm talking more
Yeah.
of like behind the scenes.
Yeah, true.
Behind the scenes.
Right on.
Yeah.
I think we're good. You want to say
Any other
you wanna
compliments
say
you want to give me? I mean, I can sit here and
hair looks great today.
I have a hat on
Hair looks great.
I was wearing a beanie all day. I didn't know.
Mustache is the perfect length.
It's just subtle.
It's subtle. It's just enough.
Just a little bit. Everyone's got a mustache nowadays, so I'm just maybe I'm going out. Maybe the mustache is leaving.
That's good.
My face looks like a potato without it. I don't know. I might play with it.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn,
His
we're
face
gonna
looks
end
like
on
a potato.
Guys, don't watch this. I'm sorry. I shot it. I own a camera and he just called me and I just hit record.
Hey there, listener.
So good question. What if?
I like the way that he asked that. What do you guys think?
I'm just kind of giving you the side eye the whole time.
That's so good. I have no clue what we're going to get into.
I feel like this is a job interview. Like,
It's not.
tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I like turtles.
I like turtles.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, this is my first time on television.
Oh, yeah.
You know that guy?
Kid. I like that kid a lot.
That's probably my favorite kid. Is it too millennial to? Welcome back to this ASMR.
They're good mics for it. They're really bassy.
Has that trend died? Do people still
I don't
do
know. I don't watch them.
ASMR stuff?
Asthma.
Like and subscribe and comment down below if that's the case. If you guys still like ASMR content, let us know. We could do more of that here at
Behind the boards.
Behind the Boards.
BTB. We just
BTB.
bullshit for an hour and never talk about the videos once.
BTB actually means bring that booty.
Oh, shit. I thought it meant
Behind the Boards. Between the beds.
I'm not getting anything. It's just,
We got time.
brain's not clicking right now.
I brought a couple jokes. Do you want to hear them?
Yes, at the end, after the sponsored. Shall we get into it? You want to talk about music videos?
Sure. Today's episode is sponsored by A1
With the AG1.
AG1 Greens smoothie. Isn't everyone sponsored by that?
Are you sick and tired of not getting your micronutrients from your diary of worms and shrimp?
Did you eat too much Taco Bell as a kid?
We're
We're all sponsored by this because we need it.
Are you looking to get a balanced diet of just mealworms and green powder? If you've already got mealworms, then you
I
are
got my
set.
ringworms. I'm set.
Oy vey. Shall we talk music videos?
I'll talk about whatever you want. I'm
Let's
your
do
guest.
it. Oh man.
So,
And you're the best.
oh,
The best of the guest. All right.
he is reading. He has got cards down here. He's reading.
And up there.
And so whenever he looks there and there, he's reading something. It's kind of weird. He's got like 15 people back there producing this.
I'm under the bill of your hat. You've never seen me. Will you tell back, please?
His fire alarm is not connected, guys.
It is not. No.
It's just a hole with wires.
I think it's good. I think it's letting some cold air down from the attic because it's just insulation through that hole. But then I tried to fix it, and then I broke it, and then I broke another one, and I got to rewire it. So that's just been like that for like 4 years now.
You know, is this stuff like would a fire start in here?
No, I've got everything on like
We actually a fire would
Kill
start in here
switches.
because there is a fire in here.
and here.
So maybe he does need to attach that.